All right, guys, as you know, Rio Grande Valley FC is no more. They are ceasing operations, and they join a list, unfortunately, in the USL Championship that is happening more and more. It's a list that keeps on getting bigger, and it's a list that, you don't want to talk about. And the way that this was announced has to suck, because when teams were releasing the schedule for the upcoming season for 2024, one by one, each team was releasing their schedule. And so you think that's going to be a common thing. But instead, Rio Grande, what they do is they put out a statement and they say that they're ceasing operations. And it's almost like, wait, what? So as a player, someone who's contracted with that team, I cannot imagine what they're going through. I cannot imagine for someone who's expecting next season, to come in full swing. I don't know. But I would like to think, I would hope so, that they at least had some sort of a heads up that this was going to happen, that they were not going to have a team next year. So I don't know what happens in that situation, but as a player, when teams are already building their rosters, it's like, what happens to me? Am I going to be forced to retire? Am I going to get that opportunity to play the sport that I love, to provide for my family or stuff like that? So I would hope that they had a heads up. And unfortunately, some of these guys, I can only imagine, are going to be forced to retire, are not going to be able to find another team to play for. But man, I hope they do. I hope they do. But yeah, this is an unfortunate event because there's a lot, on Twitter and stuff, a lot of people are like attacking, well, not necessarily attacking, but just talking bad about the owners because it seems like they didn't want to invest. It seems like there was a community for soccer there, but they didn't want to invest. As an owner, you have to do outreach. So you have to show, hey, there's a soccer game tonight. We have a soccer club here. We need people here because obviously if you're not selling tickets, there's no money coming in. So how can you pay the players? How can you pay the stadium? Concessions, all of that stuff. So it goes hand in hand. Obviously, that's business 101. And the owners, it seemed like they didn't really want to go out into the community to kind of fill in the seats. So yeah, it sucks, especially because Rio Grande did have some supporters that were diehard supporters for their team. When they broke away from the Houston Dynamo being affiliated with them, you kind of thought, okay, here we go. Rio Grande is going to build their own identity and kind of stick out from the shadow of being the Dynamo's reserve team. But it didn't work out that way. It didn't pan out that way. So, and one thing I'm learning is that it's not as easy as just, hey, we're starting up a club and that saying, if you build it, they will come. It's showing more and more like it's that isn't the case. And until that changes in America, soccer in America, until kids are playing pickup games like how they do with different other sports, I think this is going to be a common thing because we see it. Soccer is growing in America. It is, but it seems like it grows only when there's a World Cup. And I know they're trying to, obviously it's coming here. Copa America is coming here. So it's going to have more eyeballs. But until we have more media, more hype about soccer and the beautiful game that it is, this might be a continuous thing. And I know that there's a battle going on between MLS and the rest of the leagues here, the USL Championship. It's almost like a soccer civil war on who's going to dominate, and that's also hurting growth in the US. And this year, there's two teams that are out: San Diego Loyal and RGVFC. But two teams are coming in: Rhode Island and North Carolina is coming back. So, it's kind of two gone, but two are in. So I just hope that this doesn't continue. With new teams coming in, I hope that the teams don't come in just for a little, just to cease operations in like a couple years, which has happened. Like I said, the USL Championship is growing though. There's cities that want to go into this league. There's untapped potential, untapped cities who want teams, who want something to root for, and the USL Championship is opening that door. But with that, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you find any value, please subscribe. Or just give this video a like, and I will see you guys all on the next one.